All right, we are back. This time I've got Imp keeping me company. He's also playing, but not streaming. Um,
We're both suffering.
yeah, it's been difficult, and I didn't get to see anybody else streaming it because I was in the show with comics. Saw a little bit of Az, but he was basically at the same area that I was. So, um, yeah, we'll see if we can. I did right after I went offline. I got back on my other character that I had started the day with, and I beat that boss in like 3 tries. So we're gonna see if we can get the caster to do it. I also did respec the caster to actually have some health because the one-shotting crap was getting really old.
Yeah, can't disagree with you on that.
I still don't know in caster gear whether I have a hope of not getting one shot, but we'll see.
I'm wearing Malekith's armor, which is one of the better armor sets in the game, and
Yeah.
I'm getting one-shotted by things.
Well, I got some patterns down on this guy, so I know when I can summon my mimic tier and everything now a little bit safer. Thing is not running out of stuff.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, with the setup I'm going now with the quad status effect, you have the Emperor Rapier, which comes built in with Scarlet Rot.
Yeah.
You put the Poison Mist Ash of War on it as blood. So that you activate the Ash of War, you now have Rot, Blood, and Poison
Right.
on the one weapon. And then on the other hand, you have an Estoc with Freezing Mist as cold, so you just go in power stancing.
Jocko Lantern says he's also playing and not streaming, trying to get to the DLC.
Yeah, I feel bad for a buddy of mine because he hasn't played in a while, and he went up to like New Game Plus 4.
Yeah.
And that was like the only character he had. I sent him a message like, you're going to want to start over.
Well, that's
I'm
part of
sorry
my
to
problem
tell
with
you.
these characters is I'm at New Game Plus on this.
Oh, yeah.
I kept a few back, but they're not the ones I want to play. And they're not strong enough to get here yet. I mean,
Yeah,
they've
I
beat
got
the
one that
game,
I
but they're
started
not
the
strong
other
enough.
day. Well, he didn't wreck you that bad with that.
No, if I was paying a little bit more attention, I probably would have been fine there. But I'm not getting
Ow.
one shot now.
Yeah. Ow. No, you're just getting two shot.
Yeah. Just burning through flasks.
Yeah.
But the trick here is he's either going to do that, there's the breath attack. So if you bait that out, then you've got one dodge to pull off or get your mimic tier. And then hope that the summon actually does its job and takes a little aggro. And I don't care what anybody says, I'm using the freaking summons on this.
Yeah, I have no shame in that.
They're part of the game.
Yep. Did you find the mausoleum yet?
I haven't found anything yet.
Wait till you fight the guy in there. Dear God.
I literally went to like the first set of arches that I saw and ended up, you know, a few minutes later at this boss.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure he's not even a final dungeon boss of any kind. He's just a gatekeeper.
Probably. I know there's a boss in that other place I was telling you about, the Tower Summonings. That's one of the bosses the people got to fight when they were
On
that
the
3-hour trial.
the review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was this Legacy Dungeon and the Failure at
I
Tower
took my
Summoning.
power so far down by respecting though. My spells are doing crap.
Yeah.
Because I had 92 intelligence, which was over the hard cap, so I didn't need to be there anyway.
No.
That's second hit.
And everything has so much health.
Yeah.
So much. Like
It's
the one
crazy.
guy I beat, that ancient dragon man, and, like at the end he had like the number was over 19,000. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, thank God for frost and bleed procs.
Oh, I forgot to do my death counter. That's at least 3. Why are my... It's weird.
Oh, you poised right through that. You're a prick.
The stats are highlighted in yellow if you go to the level up screen. That seems new. Alright, do the breath. Oh, going for the lunge right off the bat.
But I will say this, you get a lot of smithing stones.
Yeah, they're like everything drops smithing stones.
And the runes you get, I found a couple like Realm of Shadow runes or something along those lines.
Yeah,
Like the rank 1 gives 10k souls.
which doesn't really do crap at this point.
No, but if that's their base 1, that's still pretty...
Yeah. Get off of me.
I did get a couple new weapons so far, though.
I wonder if the carrying greatsword will do any damage.
So far, I found the backhand blade.
Oh, I got
the
eaten.
Hunter Great Katana.
I found a bone
And the-
bow, I think.
And a black steel great hammer, which you can get pretty quickly. It looks pretty nice, too. And a swift spear.
I would like to find a spell or two.
I haven't come across any spells yet, though, unfortunately. And I got a couple of talismans. Nothing great, though.
Do I not have... I don't have the moon blade on this character. That's the problem with starting up a whole bunch of new characters and doing like the videos I was doing, is none of them have any of the extras. They've got exactly what I needed to get through the stuff.
Omen prick.
I'm wondering if... I'm going to try Freezing Mist, and I'm going to try the Great Blade Phalanx and see if any of those auto attacks are actually useful for this.
Ah.
I don't think he'll stand still enough for the Freezing Mist, though. And I'm not sure the Phalanx does enough damage to make it worth it. Got him to the lightning phase. Oh. Sure, target me across the arena.
Yeah, when I first saw images of the boss and it was like, oh, that's going to be gargantuan pain in the ass.
Yeah. Its movement is very fluid. I wonder if the Phalanx, even though the damage isn't all that great, I wonder if its stance breaks enough.
It might, if
this guy
anything, I would
does
try
get...
not that one, but the carrying phalanx.
Right.
Like
12
hits. Yeah. It also doesn't help you have 2 summons in there, because that's gonna buff his health tremendously.
Yeah, but I'm a caster.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm with you.
Can't tank crap.
I don't think anybody can at this point with this the DLC. Again, I wonder if it's overtuned slightly.
Well, I don't think they want everybody beating it on day one.
No, I don't blame them on that, and I don't think people would.
And if you remember what Radon looked like in the base before they started nerfing him.
Yeah. I mean, I beat him pre-nerf, so I'm proud of that guy.
Yeah.
Still.
Most people don't even know what pre-nerf Radon looked like, but it was ugly as hell.
Yes, it was. And I had no shame in using Proc Breath to beat him.
I think I'm gonna get him this time. It's gonna be close.
Good stream tonight, by the way.
Thanks.
I was lurking, so I was there.
I was lurking too, because there wasn't a lot I had to offer to the conversation tonight. Hey, I got him.
Nice. So it was interesting to hear that Comics is a bit of a FromSoft fan.
Yeah. He was wanting to play Elden Ring tonight too, instead of do the show.
Oh, right, I got a key. I can open that now. What the hell are you? Ah.
See, I got a Shadow Realm Rune 1, and it was 7,500.
Yeah. Oh, okay, maybe it's...
So 7,500, I think, is the lowest. Which is equal to a Golden Rune 12.
Oh, you know what? I don't think the castle was who has the, that guy. I think it's the Bellurat Tower settlement. Because that's where I am, and I just came across some old crone, omen crone, and in the room there's the dragon head, and she's
not a fan
really
of,
not So yeah, if we're both in the same castle, you came across the one guy with like the two Kirk swords.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, okay, you gonna stop? No, you're not. Okay.
See, I've been doing so much like speed running style though that I'm just used to. I'm not gonna fight a whole bunch of stuff if I don't have to. I will just speed run past it.
Yeah, that's kind of my what I did
through.
with that dragon cave.
Yeah.
And that was just a matter of, you know what? Because it was skeletal beastmen, and even though I was using that sword that does holy damage, they were still getting back up. Like, come on, really?
This is a gigantic staircase, and it looks like almost like the thorns on the other tree, the Erdtree. Well, I can now officially say that I've gotten at least one of the bosses down. Which is better than how it went in the first stream.
Yeah, I've got one so far. That's it. I also came across a dragon that was not fun to fight. Oh my god, there's a lot of you guys.
There's nothing here. Just a note. Tower of the Shadow message. Message left by Needle Knight Lita, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. The gate of divinity lies in the tower sealed by shadow. That is surely where kind Miquella is headed. We are no Empyreans, but we must locate the path that will lead us there. I will follow the crosses east. Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things. I don't know if you've come across them yet. They pretty much call
The
them like
runes.
Cross of Miquella or Miquella's Cross out in the world.
Yeah, I've come across the one that was outside of this castle.
I think I've come across like 3.
I think it said there were 6 or 8 total. The guy I talked to at the first one.
Oh, so the place that I found, if you're curious, is down in the southeast.
Okay. Actually, I just got a new travel point to the gravesite plain. Or is that where we started?
I think that might be where we started. I can't bring up the map because I'm in combat, because of course I am.
Yeah, it is. I think. It says that there's a map piece that I didn't pick up, so I'm gonna go grab it.
Yeah, it's right there by where we start.
Yeah, the weird thing is I could have sworn I had grabbed it, so I don't know. I must have grabbed the next piece.
Here. So much hell.
Scorched ruins.
Oh, God. I'm starting to dread a little bit that this is going to be Elden Ring's version of the Ringed City.
Yeah.
Where in most cases in that DLC, you just ran by stuff.
Yep. I'm already doing a lot of that. Hey, Grace. But that's also kind of my playstyle. So it's not unusual for me to just sprint to wherever I'm going next and not give a crap about fighting everything on the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, poor Shags. I think he just had to restart another character. And he only runs one character at a time for whatever reason. So I gave him the link to the one video I did for the Stormhawk axe build. I was like, the video is 3 hours long, but if you do the first hour and a half step by step, then you'll basically be ready to go to the
DLC.
at least the Erdtree, and take that big step to where you've just nuked everything on the way. So we'll see what he ends up doing. I doubt he's gonna end up wanting to watch all the way through that video, but if you want to get powered quickly, I've got a few live streams that were out there that are just that. An hour and a half, you're at endgame. What is somewhat surprising to me is how empty this world is so far. You can ride forever with not a whole lot of stuff. I mean, like, there's not just, mobs running around all that much either. There's a few people on the road, some in the cities, maybe a couple
of dogs
and birds. Seen a lot more
encampments, though, compared to the base game.
Yeah. The abandoned Ailing village.
Yeah, it's just a ruin.
With a whole bunch of bugs.
Yep. You, sir, are getting a warning. You don't stagger easy. Good Lord.
There's a door in one of the ruins. And a broken rune.
Elevator, where do you go?
A human bone shard.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, I found one of the talismans there. Why do I think the boss?
What is with the grabs in this game, too? The enemies love to latch on, like command grab.
Yeah, that FromSoft seems to enjoy that. Get that shortcut.
So yeah, after Thursday night throwdown, ran to 7-Eleven to get cigarettes and had the top down on the Jeep, so finally cooled off a bit from having the smoking jacket on for the show.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Yes, Jaffo, I died. I will mark the death there. Sorry. I'm not used to
Are
using
you
a death
familiar
counter.
with Parker, Colorado?
Yeah,
My cousin just moved there, evidently.
it's not that far from me. It's the outskirts of Denver, the southern end of Denver.
Right, right. Yeah, you and him would definitely get along. He's an ass.
Yeah.
Kid grows up in New York, and all of his favorite teams are all the sports he likes. None of them are New York teams.
Meanwhile, my daughter is more of a New York Rangers fan than an Avs fan, even though I take her to the Avs games. Stupid girls
Yeah.
and their crushes.
Yeah, I don't know. For him, for baseball, it was St. Louis.
Yeah.
And for hockey, it's the Avs. And I forgot what football was. Oh, I think it was the Chiefs. But this was also like years and years ago that he became a Chiefs fan. It wasn't like a recent thing. Like, he's not a bandwagon hopper.
Yeah. So we liked them when they sucked for decades.
Yep. These grunts with the cleavers are starting to piss me off.
Stupid bugs. No. I'll teach you. Backstab the bug.
Yeah, the bugs weren't too bad when I was there.
Yeah.
Not as
well,
annoying as, say, the birds.
they group up enough that it's hard to cast at them fast enough. Alright, we got a big platform with a purple item. Ailment Talisman.
Yep.
That must be the one
That's
that
the one
you
that-
grabbed.
Yeah. And it's nothing really special either.
Resistant to the last ailment suffered. That's interesting.
Oh, another one. No, running.
Yeah, where are you at, Jack-o'-lantern? Says I'm only a few hours south of him. Greeley, Fort Carson, or Fort Collins, or out of state north. Oh yeah, I've got a freaking horse. That's not really a horse. Cheyenne, okay. I head up there to get fireworks most years. But not this year. Oh, I found another arch. I'm gonna go through it. There's
Oh, and another thing I heard too is, have you seen those shades walking around with like the pots on their heads?
yeah.
If you kill them, you'll get one of the upgrade materials.
Yeah, I did get one on the first kill of one of those guys.
I think I got one. No, evidently I didn't. What the heck did I get from that?
Hey, a cave. See if it's a place you've been. Once it gives me a name.
Where are you at in the map?
I'm at Bellarat Jail. It's a cave.
I don't know if I found that one or not.
Yeah, it's basically underneath the castle that I was completing.
No, I didn't find this one. Like I said, the one I found was down in the southeast. Yeah, Belly Rat Jail. No, I did not find that place.
Ow. Sneaky jump scares. Hey, there's some jars. And a frozen
Whereabouts
wagon.
was that entrance?
Can you see the stream at all? Do you have it up on
Yeah,
another screen?
yeah, yeah. I got it up.
So, the entrance was, I think, just right here.
No, I mean like whereabouts on the map? Like over by like those two lakes that are by the castle there.
Yeah, by the lakes. And it's just in
Okay.
the wall underneath that castle. And it
Okay.
goes into this cave.
Hey, because what I had heard, when people were talking about this and they got that trial, it was like, oh, the first area is gonna have 2 legacy dungeons and there's some catacombs and caves. Oh yeah, that's where the dragon is. I gotta watch that. Don't know if you saw him in those lakes there.
No.
There's a dragon,
Okay.
a ghost flame dragon.
Lovely.
Yeah, I didn't do too bad against him, but I was like, ah, I'm gonna come back.
You know, once you've got the patterns down for one of the dragons, you can basically take all of them with the same patterns.
This one's
but
different.
I've never gotten all that good at the dragons on this one.
Yeah, the normal ones on this one changed up the patterns.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to tail swipe. Oh, no, here's 2 tail swipes, and I'm going to charge at you and swing my wings at you vertically. And yeah, there's different stuff going on. And they did a fantastic job with the graphics. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Everything
And
looks
they
great.
Oh, aren't you sneaky? Except you jumped and I wasn't even in front of the door, you moron.
This place has been shockingly easy so far, and that's starting to worry me.
Yeah, that usually means the boss is going to be brutal.
Well, it'll probably tell me all these guys that are bowing down praying that I'm killing.
Mm-hmm.
For each one, then it ups to boss by like 10% or something.
Yeah, right? I'm surprised they haven't done that in anything yet.
Yeah. Gimmick boss where... Well, they kind of did in Dark Souls 2 in the Dragonary. If you crush the eggs, the dragons aggroed differently, and then you had the situation with the bridge. It wasn't a boss thing, but it was an interaction of, yeah, don't roll through eggs.
There was that, and once you got across that bridge where like all the dragon knights were, if you did the wrong thing there, like attack them,
yeah, then they started aggroing instead
they
of
all
bowing.
aggro.
Yep. I've never figured out what actually causes them to aggro. I've never really cared.
Hitting them. You hit one.
Just hitting
all
one?
of them will go yeah, just hitting one, even accidentally, they'll all aggro.
Oh, this is funky. One of the jar guys just climbed out of his jar.
Ah.
So it's just a big hunk of flesh. That was weird. Did I just go in a big circle? I think I did. Yeah, I did. So you must have to jump down the center pit.
Oh, with all the where all the pots are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just came across that myself. There's something really off about the jars too. Did you come across the ghost? I was like, no, please, not the jar, anything but that.
Yeah, I just went through that room. And then across the way is where the one that popped out of his jar was. Damn it, I hate when they make you platform vertically on this
Okay,
game.
that's weird. He looks like a giant heart.
You get to the fleshy?
Yeah.
It was
Looks like a
giving me
giant
nightmares
heart.
of the subterranean underground place where you had to platform all the way down. Okay.
Yeah, the only place it really gives me fits when it comes to dropping down and like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
As you were saying?
No, that was on me more than anything else, really. The only place in FromSoft games that gave me fits when it came to dropping down was a spot in Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Where you can drop down that one.
Towards the fake Hunter's Dream?
Yeah. Getting to the
Or the
fake.
burned out one, whatever it was.
Yeah. And then you can go all the way down, you fight that one guy, and then you can come up in the backside of the Cathedral Ward and not have to pay like the 20 blood echoes or 10k blood echoes, whatever, 10 or 20k, whatever it was, to buy the kid.
That one
But
was...
dropping down that is...
Yeah, it wasn't my
rough.
favorite, but the one in this one I thought was far worse. The one where you're going down to get the 3 fingers.
Oh, yeah.
That is horrible. Because you don't have in-air control while you're jumping all that much in this game.
No, you really don't.
These meat things are freaking me out.
Yeah, they're definitely kind of creepy.
And they're everywhere.
I've only seen the one so far, but then again, I also fucked up that jump.
Yeah, when you get down, you'll find more.
FromSoft generating nightmares since the year whenever.
Oh, now we've got some big, like, temple thing with a gigantic jar being at the top of it. This must be the Jarberg, you know, heaven or hell or something.
I don't know, because it's weird, because in the base game you see like kid versions of the jars.
Yeah, there's some in here too. Oh,
Oh.
crap, I rolled off the edge. There were 2 of them that I've run across, 2 of the little ones.
Mm.
Alright, speedrunner mode. No killing. Just get back to where I was.
Yep, that'll happen.
And the jars are about the only thing that could really hurt you in here anyway, I think.
Oh, you know what other drop down gave me fits the first couple times I did it? Just sheer nerves more than anything else, was in Dark Souls 2. Not the pit.
The painted up in the ceiling area.
Well, no, that was the first Dark Souls. That just gave me vertigo. No, in 2 when you're in the Iron Keep.
Okay.
In the base game, where you have to drop down, and then you hit a spot where if you fuck up, you're dead because you're falling in lava.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jaffo's gonna really hold me to that death counter. I got it.
That's what friends are for.
This last jump you just can't see. Yeah, it's just a walk-off. Okay.
What just happened there?
Where are you at now?
Oh, I made it to the bottom, and I was fighting the big jar, beat him, and then the fleshy bro came out, and I'm fighting him. All of a sudden, I don't know if he did something or I hit something, and it exploded. But next thing I know, I was dead.
Yep, I'm just past that again.
The amount of damage it does in this game.
Let's see
Or I
what
should say
the...
this DLC. No. And I noticed too, they decided to add a whole bunch of ganks.
Yeah.
Like, this wasn't in the base game. Why would you put those? Ah, okay.
Well, I want it to be different.
Yeah.
It's no fun if it's just the base game over again. Throw some more stuff at us.
Oh, they definitely did that.
Because eventually you'll have it all memorized anyway.
Yeah.
Like next week.
I don't know about that.
I don't like... Yeah. You'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I did.
Okay. You'll know what I mean when you get there then.
When I get, I'll see it for myself, huh?
Uh-huh.
Something tells me Slender is gonna lose his mind on this.
He's gonna start playing Saturday, I think. Where the hell did you come from? And you. And now the fleshies have long-range scorpion-style grabs. And they can explode.
Then that's
Yeah.
probably what got me these days.
He exploded his guts out.
Yeah.
I think I got a little lucky there. This place is a freaking maze.
Well, I'm glad they did something with the caves. Because a lot of them were kind of boring.
It's a maze of jars.
Yeah. And naked jars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like something you would draw, Jaffo.
Okay, so that... interesting. Interesting. So I just used the charged Ancient Dragon Lightning Strike.
Uh-huh.
And it one-shotted that giant pot.
Oh, nice.
I mean, yeah, I fully charged it. I charged it up, and I did get hit, but I got the cast off.
Yeah.
And
They
it crushed him.
You take 4 of the Moonlight Greatsword blasts. I mean, it is a cave, but it's starting to feel more like it's a legacy dungeon. Because it is long.
Yeah, there's the temple of the pot. What happened to Mad tonight?
Girlfriend has been sick for a couple days, and she
Oh.
was asleep when he started the stream. And then she woke up, and he was taking care of her and watching a movie with her because she's doing the puking sick thing, I think,
Oh,
not
yeah.
the just feeling
Just
under the
feeling like
weather.
shit.
Yeah.
Because he sent me a message earlier. He's like, "Hey, I've re-upped my meds. I should be around tonight to do some, to do some gaming after comics stream, unless me and Grant do another. I'm like, yeah, just let me know. I'll be around. I'll just be fucking around with the Elden Ring DLC, but I'll take a break to do some, play whatever.
Well, I'm sure he will still be getting up in a few hours, and considering that's still part of today, but I'm going to do this for an hour or two and then probably call it so that I can be ready to play all day tomorrow, because I took off half of the day.
Lucky you. My freaking work schedule changed again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because the way the truck schedule was going, my boss was like, there's nothing for you to do on Saturdays. I'm just going to give you Saturdays off. Well, the one woman who just came back from leave in my department was not happy about that it wasn't fair that I always had Saturdays off.
Demi-human swordmaster Onze. And
okay. So was the part you were talking about the stairs that collapsed, or was it something else?
The second time that things collapsed. Oh, come on. Death counter up. It's a friggin' demi-human that is like a samurai.
Ah, yeah, I found the maze of pots you were talking about.
Yeah. You're still killing everything, aren't you? You're not just running through.
Oh, yeah. No. That's not my style. My style is everything dies. Usually.
They all died the one time. I just don't kill them over and over.
Yeah, well, I just got to this spot, so it's one of those things where it's like, okay,
yeah,
I'm going to kill some of this. Like, next time I come into this place, I'll just be sprinting through.
Roxlane seems to be pinning him down pretty good.
Well, yeah, Roxlane works pretty well for me on a few things so far.
He hasn't moved. He just keeps getting staggered. And I ran out of magic, and he's on the attack. Holy crap, with a Millennia attack style. And he can teleport into a grab. Actually, I shouldn't be telling you. Let you figure out all this, too.
Yeah, I just got to him. Or at least his fog wall. The funny thing is, I didn't realize that when you fight Millicent in the Caled Swamp, when she invades you, she does the waterfowl dance.
Does she?
I was like, yeah, she did it to me the other day. I was like, what the? When did? Oh, you.
She's not supposed to be the sword master.
Oh, he's quick.
Yeah. He ambushed me the second I walked in the first time. Like, jumped from across the room. And just did it again.
Time to buff up Golden Vow, Blessing of the Erdtree, Black Flame's Protection.
There's the kill counter, yeah. Yeah, the whole DLC so far is basically...
You're gonna die.
Well, you've got...
The game.
You basically have to play it almost hitless. Because 2 hits, you're done. Come on, let me out of the corner. Finally, the freaking summon does something. Mimic Tear just sitting there staring at me.
Oh no, mine's putting a little bit of work in on him. Oh, and he does frostbite too. Isn't that nice?
Oh, son of a... He just did the full jump across the screen again. Alright, I'm gonna get him. 2 more hits.
Beat the shit out of him.
Got him.
Oh, he hit me with that grab. That is gay.
Oh, we get him as a Ash.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta say, the quad status effect build wrecked him. I beat him, one-shotted him.
Nice.
Then again, my Mimic Tier was putting work in. Like, a lot.
Yeah, mine finally took some aggro.
Well, the nice thing is because it's the Mimic Tier, it's going to use the same weapons I am.
Yep.
And it's set up the same way I am, so it's going to go in with at least 3 status effects on its weapons. If it decides to use the Ash of War, it'll have 4. So we went in and just ripped into him. Next thing I know, it's like health was more than half gone. I was like, oh, must have gotten a bleed and frostbite proc.
I really wish I had gotten Shabriri's Woe before coming to the DLC so that the Mimic tier is basically taunting the whole time.
You can always go back and get it, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember how hard that was to get.
I can't remember that one. Even where it's at. Alright, guess we'll explore this way. I'm just gonna stick close to the rocks and see if I can, ooh, new Ash of War, Savage Lion's
in the
Claw.
Frenzied Flame Village.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's just there,
That's
sitting
not
on
hard
one
to
of the
get
houses.
then. You just gotta deal with running in and dealing with the Frenzied Flame crap for a second.
Yep. I mean, I had to go back to the base game to grab a couple things that I forgot for this character. Like, I had to run and go get Freezing Mist, because I was using Hoarfrost Stomp instead.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to go back. Oh, that's a pretty good Ash of War, from what I've heard.
Hoarfrost?
No,
Or Freezing
that one
Mist?
you just got.
Oh, the Lions? Yeah, not for my build, likely.
Probably not. Hoarfrost Stomp was good until they nerfed it. It's still decent. It's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be ridiculous. You could take on just about any boss in the game with it.
Freezing Mist is pretty good. Do you know about Ice Spear?
Righteous tarnished.
No.
Oh, you must
Okay,
need
so there's
some
a
more
Black
of the
Knight
provisions
that's
on
off to the
map.
side on Liurnia. It's
Some
like
more
this,
traffics with the forage
where one of the
agreed.
ruined bridges is on the
Brethren,
east
who
side of
collect
Liurnia,
supplies from the
heading
corners of the
to...
land.
If you
No
go
doubt
there
they'll
at
find
night, there's
inspiration
a
in
Black
his
Knight.
own
You kill
verses.
him, it's an Ash of
These
War
are
called
not your
Frost
foes,
Spear.
tarnished.
Okay.
Should you spot
And
any
it
forage
throws...
agreed,
It's essentially what it
be
says.
sure
It
to
throws a
mind your
Frost Spear,
manners.
so it's pretty good Frostbite build-up, and it
righteous
hits
tar-
reasonably hard.
Yeah. Somehow I ended up back at the castle that I was already at. Well, I know there's other directions in there, so I'm going to see if I can figure out how to unlock the rest of the doors in here. Although I'm wondering if this is the main hub.
If you're talking about the Bellurat place, I did find a key there, a storeroom key.
Yep, I've used it.
That's kind of how I figured out I was in the same place you were, because I walked in and saw the Dragon Dancer head and the Omen Crone giving me shit for being tarnished.
Forgot about the camel spiders in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I should sit at the thing and actually re-up my...
Although, when I first came in here, I was still using that sword from the Elden Beast.
Yeah.
And the room that has a whole bunch of the little ones,
Mhm.
just used that weapon art and just cleared the whole room. I was like, good lord, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, that's... When I first went in there, I was on the Stormhawk character. So I just did the, Thunder Tornado.
Yep.
They just walked into it. There's some ledges off of here. Doesn't look like it goes anywhere useful. Alright. Killed the same spider again. And the Moonlight Greatsword wears out right as I'm swinging it.
Of course it does. Oh, there's nothing over there. I checked those ledges out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you don't like spiders, this DLC is gonna freak you out.
I had a buddy back in the old WoW days who was more than a little arachnophobic, but he wasn't too bad
Yeah.
until we went and did Azjol Village.
Yep.
He was not happy with that at all.
Well, there was
That one
another
boss with the big
spider.
spider coming up the web. The
Yeah,
only thing
is
I
that
hear is
the
just
one-
no.
Is that the one
It's like no,
where you
no.
have to outlast it as it climbs up the web? Or which one's the
No.
one where it was the mother and you actually fought on the gigantic web?
That was Fireland. Raging Cataclysm.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the one you see it coming up and it's fighting a bunch of other spiders and stuff as it comes up, and yeah, he's just like, no, 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 no. And to this day, I still torment him a little bit with it. Like, I sent him a picture of those wolf spider things from Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
I saw, more like a gif of it moving around. He's like, no, why? Why would you do that? I'm like, because it's funny.
I'm not a fan of them, but I also sit in a garage all day, so not like I don't have a ton of them around me. Son of a stupid scorpion spider. 63 deaths. Or is it 62? It already counted it. When I hit the button, I must have no latency at all going on between OBS and...
No, it's not too bad. I mean, there's a little bit of audio delay, but I think that's because we're talking on Discord.
Yeah.
And not so much an audio delay. It's like your picture-in-picture there. It's like, I can see you saying something and not hear anything, and then like a second or two later, then I hear it.
Nah. Sooner or later, I will remember to actually prep the freaking sword before the spider falls down.
Probably a good idea.
It'd make things a hell of a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Lock-on is not being my friend right now. It cannot shoot. That sword cannot shoot upstairs. It'll shoot straight ahead of you either way.
Yeah, that is an issue. Just saw the amount of runes I had. I was like, oh, I should probably spend that.
Yeah, I haven't put a whole lot of thought into leveling in here. I mean, yeah, I can still level.
Yeah, but I was running around with like well over like 150k.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's a level, so.
That's a level, yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, it's just a carrion. Why is there a carrion giant here?
Where are you running around at?
Another castle.
Okay.
And once oh wow, he's got a lot of health. Of course, he's going to do carrion phalanx.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the great sword phalanx.
Alright, so let's see if there's anywhere else we can go here in the tower settlement. A bird just flew into the garage and is sitting on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
These shadow guys with the freaking knives, man.
Yeah.
Those blades reach like 30 feet in front of them.
Where I'm at is from the entrance Grace of where you're at, the main gate cross one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like to the northwest, across on the other side of that really big bridge.
Okay.
Those guys suck. The guy that just killed you.
Yeah.
They do not stagger worth a shit.
And the reach is just stupid.
Oh, And the reach is stupid, and so's the damage.
Yeah. One hit is
It's
half
not
my life.
you taking a lot of damage. I can see you're running around in a goddamn robe.
Yeah.
Like I said,
You're
I'm running
actually
around
wearing
in
armor.
Yeah, I'm running around in Malekith's armor. Yes, it's not heavy armor, but it's still pretty good armor.
Alright, so I think the storage room is over here. Yep, storeroom key. Now, have you figured out what we're supposed to do with this guy that's sitting in here? That has no head?
No.
Or does he have a head? It's an omen. He does have a head, it's just underneath the cap. So the storeroom key is essentially useless because it really doesn't go
It
anywhere.
just goes there.
And then it just goes out onto a balcony a short ways away that's to the same place.
Yeah, it's...
Is there any other place the key might be used? Oh, knock it off.
A suppressing
I hate this guy.
killer.
Alright. I
Wonder what
used the
this is
storeroom
all
key.
about.
I'm just going to go somewhere else and see if I can find something else fun to do instead of trying to figure out where the other doors are in this castle.
Okay, I just found an ancient dragon smithing stone.
Well, that would be the earliest one you could find in the game, technically, if you were starting a new game then.
Yeah. So we're on...
You went across the Great Bridge?
Across the Great Bridge, there's going to be a grace there called the Castle Front Grace, and if you go to the east on the road, that's how I found that other cave.
Okay.
And this tower that the Pillar of Suppression, where it's just a giant pillar with an elevator at the top of the chest with that dragon smithing stone, and there's a monument there.
Oh. Death counter up.
Kind of interested to see what kind of trivia Chad has for tomorrow.
Well, they're trying to make it a challenge for me.
Well, he's like, oh, I pulled out B-sides and rare cuts. Oh, so like last week?
Yeah. I didn't have much fun with last week's.
I think I got one.
I got 6 or 7, but it was like... I don't pay attention to the music
Movie
in
scores.
movies all that much.
Yeah,
it
same.
doesn't mean much to me. I mean, it would have been Tom's dream.
And I need to tell Chad, because I also mentioned to Aaron Sparrow about getting him on the stream at some point.
Who's that?
That's Aaron Sparrow.
Yeah.
He's
Not
he's more of
familiar.
a comic book guy.
Okay.
He's been on my channel a couple times. He's a really good dude. He's very much so, for lack of a better way of phrasing it, aligned with us on a lot of pop culture stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If not all of it. But good dude, nice guy. The one stream Chad was on my channel. He's met him, or he's talked to him on Twitter before. He's like, oh, I'll probably get a chance to talk to you, and blah, blah, blah. And I had mentioned to Chad, like, hey, if you want, I could always see if Aaron wants to hop on something. He's like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool. So I mentioned it to him, and see how that goes. Have you tried fighting the Wicker Man yet?
Nope.
Yeah,
Did
there's
not look like
multiples of
much
those,
fun
too.
at all.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
really? That's not a one-off?
No, I think I saw another one walking around in another area. I was like, oh, great. And I was so confused about the release schedule for this. I was like, oh, I thought it was coming out Like I could come home from work late last night, eat dinner. By the time I was done eating and such.
Yeah, I was kind of
You
hoping
know.
for the midnight release, but they released
Yeah,
it
I was like,
essentially
oh.
everywhere at the same time.
No, PC got it like 6 hours early.
PC did?
Yeah. It went live at like 6.
It went live at 4 o'clock for me.
So
What time
6
did-
Eastern.
Yeah.
And I believe consoles didn't get it until midnight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unless they were saying they got it midnight last night, but that's not the way I was reading it. The way I was reading it was people were acting like PCs were getting it first.
I better not lose to this Carrion Knight now.
Yeah, he hits hard. He hits real hard. What the hell are you? Whatever you are, I'm running by you. Okay. I think I might have found another cave. Yep, I did. Found a ruined forge lava intake. Oh, this doesn't sound good.
So are you just looking around? Did you not go through this castle? Or is it not an actual thing?
No, I died to that night, and I just said, you know what? Let me just run around a bit more and see what else is out there.
Okay. I've been on the verge of a sneeze for like 7 minutes now. It won't go away and it won't come out. And I don't have a way of muting in the game. So if I sneeze, I apologize. Oh, they got like a orc. Well, I killed the carrion giant, but then got killed by a normal sized guy right after. Death counter up.
Yeah, that'll happen. Even the grunts lap you around a bit.
Yeah, especially if you haven't seen them at all. Don't know what they're going to come at you with. And you just turn the corner and they're there.
Yeah.
Question is that Carrion Knight going to still be dead? Is it a one-off?
I don't know.
Looks like it. Yeah. Let's just kill him once. Ah, sweet revenge. Item ahead, but why is it always too high up? Still not great AI awareness. Two guys sitting at a fire. I kill one and the other guy's still sitting there doing nothing. And now the friggin' bird's just circling around me. I don't think it knows how to get back out of the garage door, even though it's wide open.
Oh, vulgar militia, okay. I'll deal with that.
Holy crap. That's a big hammer with a big attack.
Yeah,
One
I killed a
shot.
guy like that. He was inside of a church, and I got that hammer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I found a catacombs, by the way.
I only had like one or maybe two more hits on him, but absolute one shot.
And the one I beat, I was using the, again, that sword that you get from Elden Beast. And the weapon art knocked him off his feet.
Yeah. The wave.
So I was able to get in there and just slap him around. Okay, so I'll come back to you.
Where the hell did you come from? Death counter up. Oh, and I forgot the other one. Death counter up again. 68. Stupid bird. The second it craps on me, I'm going to be very upset.
I see what, okay, so where I'm at now, I can see 2 more map markers on the map. Well, not map markers, but those little obelisks where you get the map fragments.
Where you get the fragment, yeah.
Yeah, I see 2 more. Okay, so right now I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 5 options of places I can go.
I'm screwing around at the castle that you saw the Carrion Knight at.
Yeah. That's one of the options. I have that. I have the Western Nameless Mausoleum, which is just a boss fight. And he's pretty rough. Go back to the Dragon Pit, because like I said, there was a Magma one in there I didn't kill.
Have you seen any Everjails yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Alright, stupid dogs.
That is a marker there.
The bird keeps landing on top of the open garage door rather than going underneath it and out.
Never said they were smart animals. That dog just fucked you up.
Yeah, it did. Got me
No,
real
I did
good.
tell my one buddy about these games. I was like, he's like, what's going to be the worst enemy I'm going to have to deal with? Dogs and rats. Huh? You'll see.
Yeah, but I actually think Liza P had the worst iteration of dogs.
Yeah. Oh, and paintings are back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I did come across a painting. Here.
I'm just thrilled that most of my swings go over the dog's head.
Yeah, that's always special.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm glad Mr. Wickerman decided he was going to lob a bunch of fireballs at me from halfway across the map. Okay, tough guy.
Ooh, I found a new weapon called Milady.
Interesting.
It is a light greatsword.
Okay, so this Wicker Man thing has a stupid amount of health.
Yeah, I figured the same way that they put the tree sentinel at the beginning of the game. That
And
the
his
fact
grab
that you could
attack
see
is
it right off the bat meant no go.
Yeah. So if he grabs you, he just drops you in himself.
Yeah. Toasty.
And it hurts. And it hurts a whole lot. Alright. Let's try this lava intake out and see how bad this is.
Yeah, I'll kill a squirrel. In this game, chances are the squirrel will try to kill me.
Yeah. Elden Ring is like the video game equivalent of Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to try to kill you.
Or red wasps in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Something tells me I have to hit you in the back.
You find a driver for the Wicker Man, kind of like the...
Oh, no, no, no. I'm
tank.
long dead. I'm
Oh.
long dead. No, I checked out one of the caves, and there's this rock guy with a club, but there's a red gem in his back.
This guy with the hammer is not okay. That instant charge it while he's swinging it sucks.
Yeah. Part of me wonders if this was FromSoft way of going, oh, you thought Elden Ring was easy, huh, you little bastards?
Yeah. Well, it was.
Yeah, it kind of was, yeah. Okay.
Alright, we're going into just running by things mode.
It's a little frustrating with the fact that with the way at least my character is that I'm playing right now, did decimate everything in the base game, because with this character I beat the game, I just didn't go into New Game Plus.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like I'm tickling things in the DLC, like, what?
Yeah, well, and the weird thing is my level 180 character was doing less damage than my level 120 character, so I really think they did scale it. Alright, knock it off. Hey, Grace.
At least these
Got it.
lava oozes are muted. Help the water. Man, there's more than one of those rocks. Okay. Yeah, this definitely feels like a lot more than just a cave where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So did the other one, but it just ended up as a cave.
I mean, I'm sure that's all this is, but I'm glad that it's more than just a cave like how it was in the base game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the third or fourth cookbook I found.
Reset. A somber smithing stone 1.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they're giving smithing stones from I just found a 7, but I found 1s and 2s and an ancient. Just found a smithing stone 4. I found a 7 and a 4 in the same location.
Yeah, it just seems weird to be giving out a 1 in an area with characters, or, things like this.
Yeah.
Especially when you could probably have all the bearings from the base game.
That's one of
ready
the
to
other
go.
things I had to go back and grab was one of the bearings that I didn't get, the one for 5 and 6.
Yeah.
But that was a quick, easy grab. Okay, so those rock dudes don't aggro, it seems, unless you hit them. Oh, well, that hurt.
Behold, hole. Alright, I guess I'm dropping down into a random hole that I found in the castle. With dogs.
Oh, no, you aggro regardless. Well, there's definitely one thing about the spot I'm at. If you need smithing stones, this is the place for it.
Mm-hmm.
This cave is filled with them.
Magic pixel. Alright, I'm at a waterfall. The top of a waterfall.
Oh.
It's actually pretty cool looking.
Yeah, they outdid themselves with the scenery in this. It's funny, when I was playing this with Foul Ball Matt, not only did he fuck up our game.
How did he do that?
Well, I was walking him through shit. I'm like, all right, just follow me. And I was getting ready to start the blade stuff, where he drops down off that building in the woods. Well, he drops off the building, and Matt just starts wailing on him. I'm like, no, stop! He goes, wait, that wasn't an enemy? I was like, no! But he was giant. He had a wolf head. I'm like, not an enemy.
You just met him over at Ronnie's Rise.
No. Well, this is before even that.
Oh, I've always gone and met him over there after Ronnie's, I think.
Yeah, no, we didn't even get there yet. This was still like, okay. We hadn't even gotten to the dragon for the runes.
Oh, yeah.
Because he, I'm not going to...
You just went to the Third Church of America and...
Yeah, I was just acquainting him with everything. He never played a Souls game.
This bird is losing its freaking mind in here.
And it's also Matt.
Yeah.
Although it was funny, he's like, oh, wow, the vistas in this game are amazing. And ever since he said that, Sentient Dildo just kept fucking with him.
The vistas.
He's like, oh, how the vistas treating you, Matt? It's like, what other word would you use? He's like, come on, help me out here, Imp. I'm like, nah, I'd probably use Vista too, so we're in the same boat. Sorry, buddy.
2 deaths.
Oh, we were talking the other night about I probably was supposed to get time and a half yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a federal holiday.
I was talking to my boss today. Our company actually specified which holidays. It's not a blanket all federal holidays with my company.
Probably because
and
keep adding
we also
stupid fake holidays.
Well, also the last contract we signed was before they made it a federal holiday.
Right.
Like it became a federal holiday 2021. I think 2020 when we signed our last contract. Now going forward, it's probably going to be a thing, but it's not at the moment, as far as we are aware.
These dogs are driving me nuts.
But I do have a guy at work who's paying attention to see, like, looking, trying to get info to just to see if, like, oh, hey, people did get extra money. They just happen to be not white.
Right.
Where the hell am I supposed to go here?
Son of a... How did I forget about him again? Through the wall. I hate that.
Where the hell am I supposed to go?
That's what this bird keeps saying, too.
Yeah, well...
Is Imp smarter than a bird?
This bird is entrapped in like a... Okay, do you remember the catacombs in Dark Souls 3?
Remind me.
The demon ruins? I was very kind of, well, lava-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is kind of the same way.
3's the one that I played the least because I had it on the PlayStation and I haven't booted up the PlayStation in so long. It's crazy. I
There's a
just
couple
bought it
good
on
mods
Steam
for
a
it.
couple weeks ago just because I wanted to be able to play it again on my PC, but I've got to refresh my memory on a lot of that game. Death counter.
I think it was the Convergence one. I might be wrong. It might have been Cinders, but one of them essentially added a very, very basic version of the spirit summons from this.
Oh yeah.
Like the Necromancer class actually had like things with them all the time.
I don't think the Necromancer had it in Convergence because I played all the way through that, and I think I did one as the Necromancer. So it may have been the other one.
Yeah. Well,
Because that's what I was expecting the Necromancer to be. Instead, it was a whole bunch of death spells.
That was that was one hell of a jump. I figured out where I had to go, so I'm smarter than the bird.
I'm not smarter than these damn dogs. You have to jump down in a hole with 3 dogs, and they all aggro you from different directions at the same time.
You know, FromSoft, people didn't like your goddamn in Orlando archers. They're not going to like a slime that does the same, okay? Because the dungeon I'm in, you have to like, you find this lever, you pull the lever, this thing comes down over a lava pit that you run up. Well, they had freaking a couple of slimes. Okay. Oh, and I got another ancient dragon and smithing stone.
Crazy.
And another weapon. For doing nothing, the anvil hammer.
So have you found anything you can use yet?
Not really, no.
Me either.
Oh, it did, okay. So, yeah, and there was no boss in this place that I found. Because where I just got the weapon and then ancient dragon smithing stone, that little light beam popped up that would take me back to the beginning.
Weird. Normally you gotta kill something for that to appear.
Yeah, I didn't, because you come across this altar, and you pretty much stick your hand in fire, because that's always smart.
So maybe it was more like a trial dungeon.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that. I wonder if there's... I'm going to go back in and see if I missed anything.
Nice. I found a gate lever.
So how's that castle compared to the tower settlement? Difficulty-wise.
It's been difficult so far, but I think if I was melee, it would have been quite a bit easier. Some places are just made for melee,
Yeah.
and a place with a whole bunch of dogs typically is more made for the melee. Because half of my crap.
Yeah, it depends on the spells
on.
you're using. I'd be blasting with like one of the shard stones or comet or something.
Yeah. But when you've got 3 of them in 3 different directions around you, it doesn't make it easy.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, this place is just loaded with smithing stones. Jeez.
I got
And I
more
can teleport
straight.
out of it, so I've cleared it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Spencer? It's not game over yet. It's just 74 deaths so far. And most of them to one boss.
That's tends to happen with these games.
And then a whole bunch of them to trash. Which doesn't tend to happen to me in these games.
Me either at this point, really.
Well, I take it as a good sign that there's a whole bunch of casters in this place now. So maybe I'll be getting... Oh,
I don't
crap.
remember what the boss is. What, you got an NPC summon or something?
No, I got a red knight, carrion knight, kind of like the guy right outside of Renala. You know, one of the crazier NPC knights.
Yeah.
He got me.
Yeah, magic ain't gonna work real well on him.
Nope. Sorry if that's loud. Gotta pack the cigarettes real quick. I was probably peeking real bad.
I didn't even hear it.
I'm pretty sure the stream did, though. Alright, it's 12:34. I'll be going at least the next 26 minutes, maybe an hour. Like I told Comics, I was like, I'll play for an hour, and that'll turn into 3. But I do have to work tomorrow until I have the rest of the day off, so I have to be functional. And I had to get up hella early this morning. I had to have the dog at the vet by 7 o'clock. Because he, don't know what the hell he did, but he managed to split the end of his tail. And he's just created multiple murder scenes within our house. Just every time the bandage comes off and he wags his tail, it just sprays everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's been like 2 days, so I was like, okay, we're going in to see if you need a stitch or something. So they offer, well, you can pay an extra $300 or $400 and we can stitch it. You can let it heal, or you can just amputate it. It's like, those are the options, eh?
Those are some great choices, guys.
Yeah,
I mean, the stitching makes sense, sure.
A stitch costing $300 or $400.
Was it only going to be a stitch, or?
It's like 1 or 2 is all he needs, from what even the vet said. And he's the one who basically was like, yeah, just go home. I was like, okay. But, yeah. He didn't even rewrap it. I was like, I just paid you $200 for an antibiotic shot and painkillers for a dog. And you couldn't even rewrap it with your materials?
All right.
Oh, death counter up. Actually, it's up 2. I'm not sure I like this death counter unless somebody's actually holding me to it like Jaffo was, because...
Tends to slip your mind.
Yeah. I'm more inclined to get back to where I was than to hit the button, but... I'm dying to stupid stuff. So it's either I'm tired, the one bourbon is kicked in, which I don't think so. Actually, I'm on the second one now, but still.
Point still stands.
Just poured the second one. That's not a lot for me.
No, not really.
I think it's tired and not familiar with the areas, and it's kind of driving me nuts.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. It's like I'm so used to pretty much most, like I'd say like 90% of the base game. Like the only areas I'm really, really not familiar with is the consecrated snowfield and the Hallig Tree.
Oh, the Hallig Tree.
Other than that, I can rampage my way through that, the entire game and beat it without a problem. And this, I'm like,
Yeah, well, when even the trash is doing 75% damage per hit.
Yeah.
And I just got eaten by a dog in 2 hits.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not on New Game Plus or anything like that. This is still just straight new, first run character, and it's still not having the same issues.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing I wasn't on New Game Plus. I don't even know which New Game Plus it is. I could be on
Oof,
multiple New Game Pluses on this character.
yeah, that doesn't help. Although, I do think at some point, now that this is out, we should get a few of us, you, me, Slender, if Comics wants in, and just do a 70s, just do a seamless co-op from the get-go, and base game, DLC, the whole nine.
I wonder if it's going to be functional until they rework it with the DLC.
Probably, but I don't know how long that would take. It depends on how much of the net code they've changed.
Right.
I would imagine Convergence is going to have more of a wait time than seamless co-op.
Oh, yeah.
But then again,
By a
even
lot.
if there is, even if there is a wait time, gives people, gives us all a chance to go through it ourselves.
I've never actually seen Comics play video games.
Neither have I. I mean,
He
talked
discusses
about
it. Yeah.
And that's what I said to him, and I said to Tox, I want comics on my channel, and I want to talk gaming, video gaming, tabletop.
Yeah.
His comics, that's stuff he's into, but he doesn't talk about it on his channel. Give him an opportunity to actually talk about it.
Yeah.
But I've yet to get a response. Like, oh, okay. He's telling me to fuck off.
Talk to Comics directly.
I did. I sent him a DM on Twitter. And he's responded to me before.
Yeah, it'll take more than one.
Yeah.
He rarely sees mine. That's why we all have each other's phone numbers, because we're much more likely to respond to each other on text or a phone call than on Twitter DMs, because there's so many freaking DM groups now. It's a nightmare trying to figure out what's going on.
For the one for Ascendant Art.
I don't care on that one, because it's the same people I'm already in other groups with and stuff.
Yeah. Because I made the first time Chad asked me if I wanted to come on, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not in any sort of group chat you guys have for it, so you got to send me the link. He's like, oh, we don't have one for the show.
Yeah,
although that's a good idea.
Mads, and he used mine for party animals. It's like, it didn't bother me, because everybody who is on Ascendant Art is basically in the party animals group anyway. So, all right, I'm back at that crazy night. What can I use on him? And what just shot me? I'm getting sniped from like a mile away.
Oh, that's always fun.
In the arena where that knight is.
Shield.
Alright, will Rocksling work on him? Very little. But it does hit him.
And that does have good stagger potential, so it's entirely possible you can just stagger his ass down.
If he can be staggered, yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely slowing him down. Man, he's got reach. And out of FP. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
You know who's going to have the hardest time with this DLC, and I kind of feel bad about it?
Who's that?
70s.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to wreck
Because
him.
it's taken him forever to go through base game so far.
It is. I mean, but you know what?
He's
he went
completionist
into it.
type style on it, though.
Yeah, he's doing that, and as I would recommend people do on their first playthrough, is check out every cave, every dungeon, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But
Too.
he went into it since the game's been out for so long, video walkthroughs and
Yeah, he even used mine to find out all the rune farms, but
yep.
they shut down the rune farms. They
Did they?
patched them out. The ones where like you jump off with the horse and then swing your sword, you'll just you'll eventually just fall to your death instead of it letting you fall forever. Like the one over by Mog's Palace and the one on the consecrated snowfield. Those are
The
shut
only
down.
rune farm I used was I just killed all those Albanarks.
The Albanarks.
Yeah.
But you got to beat the game first to get. I mean, to get the weapon that actually does it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the fastest way to do it is use that weapon.
Well, they have a tendency to cartwheel your ass into the grave if you don't have that weapon.
Yeah, those Albanarks kind of suck.
The
whole area
6 or 7 that the 6 or 7 that actually aggro.
Yeah. Yeah, the red ones.
Yep. I wish I knew what that lever actually did that I pulled.
Did it give any sort of message, like a door open somewhere or something?
Nope. I'm in a castle. I'm assuming it either started releasing water from the waterfall or raised something somewhere. But when you come to the lever before you find out what's blocking you, it's hard to tell what the lever might have done. Because I'm assuming it already opened up something. Alright, dog. Enough. Where am I getting sniped from now? Alright, I found a different path that's not to that knight. I think it lets me kill the sniper soon. Man, this sword does nothing when it's not charged up.
Yeah, the weapons I'm using, the rapier, which I made a mistake and have a rapier leveled up and not an S stock, which I'm about to remedy at some point. But they seem to be doing okay, but then again, I have both bleed and frost.
Yeah. Alright. Killed the sniper. Now I've got to challenge the knight again that can kill me in 2 shots.
So the top message for hang on.
You stall out there a little bit?
No.
Here's a question. What will Commodore Zero do to this guy? Nothing at all.
Okay, so the very top message for seeing this co-op on Nexus mods. Regarding the DLC, the rewritten version of the mod has survived the DLC update and is in good working order. It is now undergoing testing to make sure there's no unexpected issues with the new content. So we'll probably be seeing that in the next few days.
Nice.
Didn't think that was going to be that rough to deal with. Not like one of the other games I played, MechWarrior 5, because every time they put out an update for that, it breaks mods forever.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
okay,
even
thanks.
World of Warcraft tended to do that with patches.
Yeah.
Everything had to be updated.
Yep. But they've gotten a lot better about that. As far as, well, not so much Blizzard, but the
Modding community.
yeah, usually Blizzard's also started working with them in some ways. Like now there'll be updates for mods when the patch drops. Or within hours of the patch dropping.
I found what it did. It was a shortcut, and all I had to do was look to my left instead of running the same path that I had been running.
Yeah, things are a little more hidden in this game. I've noticed.
You know what
Like
else
the
I've
caves
noticed?
don't
There's
really
no
stand
freaking
out as much.
graces.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
They
got
are
quite a
few and far
few.
between in the actual castles and stuff.
I've got 3 total for the belly, the one with the dancer. The one outside of it, and then I have 2 inside of it
Yeah. Well,
so far.
I've got 1 in this castle. So they're going back to more of the shortcut mode than just graces all over the place. At least that's what it seems like. Dead again. Alright, but now I know where the shortcut is, and I can run past
Which will
stuff.
definitely help.
Yeah. I think I am where I saw Az get to as we started our show.
Mm.
Because he ended up, I think, going to bed pretty soon after comics started up.
Yeah, because that put him at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And when this game came out, he hurt himself.
What do you mean?
Just many late nights.
Oh, yeah.
I think there was one time like he missed FNT because he had fallen asleep because he was up all night playing this, dozed off and missed the start of FNT.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's not good. Oh, going for that technique, are we? And that did nothing to him. What the fuck? He ate that full channel. Yeah, and I know I'm a couple seconds behind.
Okay, found a ladder. And somebody sniping at me. Do you hear the bird through the microphone every now and then?
Oh, yeah, I heard that, yeah.
It's just flying around tweeting like, where the hell do I go? It's like, I don't know how to help you. It's not that hard to find outside.
Yeah.
It's a full 2-car garage door. That's a pretty wide opening. And he doesn't look like he's in the greatest of shape, so I don't want to try to grab him with whatever bird disease he's likely got.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why a bird is awake at this time of night.
There are some nocturnal breeds.
This is like a robin.
Oh, then he's just retarded.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try this catacomb. I've never been a fan of these places, so let's see how
And
bad they are in the DLC.
when it first flew in, I thought it must be a bat that had gotten in, because we have bats. But
Oh, they just made the imps worse.
what did they do now?
Okay, so I
'Cause the
want
imps already
catacomb, literal. Yeah, well, they have different masks now,
Okay.
and it was using a great sword as a pogo stick.
That's kind of goof-tarded.
Oh, did you play Neo 2 at all?
No. I
Isn't-
did not like Neo, so I never touched
Really?
Neo 2.
I enjoyed.
All right,
Neo.
Jocko, you have a good
What
night.
is
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Neo
Hope
2
ya-
definitely improved on certain things. That's for sure.
Yeah. The combat just didn't feel right to me compared to a Souls game.
Yeah, it was more like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Same company that made Ninja Gaiden. That's why.
Well, and honestly, I didn't really like Sekiro all that much either.
I didn't. There were certain bosses that were just stupid hard, and they weren't even like main story bosses, like the ape.
See, the ape I had no problem with. But
The ape the ape wasn't too bad for me. The one that really gave me grief was the undead monk.
yeah.
I don't know why. I just could not get its timing.
I don't do a lot of parrying in these games. So a game that's
Yeah.
built upon you must parry everything did not work for me. I just didn't have fun with it.
I mean, I didn't mind it in Bloodborne.
The gun parry, I mean
Yeah.
that's different. It was at distance to a degree. And the timing was a lot more forgiving.
Yeah. And, well, with Sekiro, it wasn't like a full-on parry. It was more of like either you blocked or you deflected.
Right, but ultimately to get an attack, you essentially had to do something
Yeah.
that was basically equating to a parry in every other game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, see you tomorrow, Jack-o'-lantern. Hope you got everything kind of set up in your game.
Yeah, good luck. You know, carry on. Don't give up. There's a couple fights that once I got like the boss patterns down, it just felt so good to like just go through the whole parry chain.
Yeah.
Oh, these imps are horrific. And they have ranged attacks. Great.
You're gonna have to get some crystal darts and start turning them on each other.
You know what? I completely forgot about that. Thank you.
That is probably the best way to deal with them.
Well, I have that. That's the question. Yes, I do. And I had them equipped, no less.
I've never actually used the method. But
yeah, I've done it
may be
a couple
worth
times,
it here. Well, I've done it for
Yeah.
like that thing in the consecrated snowfield where you got to get the imps to fight each other.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the only time, and I think that's when I learned about the crystal darts.
Oh, crystal darts work on these jackass.
An imbued sword key. Why would we need another one of those?
Oh, they brought those back, huh?
Seems like it. Go, elevator, go. Go faster, elevator. Okay. I'm safe. Hey, Grace, finally. This castle is huge.
Bigger than Belly Rat, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, switch over to a weapon that has a bit more punch behind it instead of my rapiers, and these imps are a lot more doable. Like, the rapier build is nice for the status effects, but... Oh, what the... Wow.
Imps take down imp.
No, I don't know if they're... Oh, they gave the imps a cannon! How thoughtful of FromSoft.
Let's take our most annoying creations.
Yes, they turned its mouth into a cannon, and it just sits there and lobs freaking flaming rocks at you that hit like a ton of bricks, and the dodge timing is stupid.
I am at the next boss.
Oh,
with
I thought it'd be interesting.
The summon of Needle Knight Lyra, or whatever, Lita, whatever her name is, yeah. Alright, let's see what we gotta deal with. Rolana, the Twin Moon Knight. Oh, crap. This is the one that nobody could beat in the 3-hour thing, I think.
Yeah, you might be right on that.
But I don't think they had summons available either.
They may not have. I don't remember if they did or didn't.
Whoa. Not cool. Dead.
Kind of brutal, huh?
Definitely killable. But if she hits you, you're in a world of trouble.
Hurt.
And I mean, she's casting like phalanx type spells left and right, so there's constantly something flying at you. It's kind of like Loretta, a little bit,
Okay.
but no horse.
Okay.
And a hell of a lot faster.
And way more health.
I'm assuming so, yeah. But I'll see if I can get the mimic tier out this time.
talking with Arcus earlier tonight.
Yeah.
And he knows I'm the GM. Kind of brought up the whole
The party animals thing?
yeah, he's like, oh please let that come to be. He's like, it'd be entirely hilarious to watch them get humiliated.
Holy crap. Oh, you're gonna have to watch that attack. Give me a couple seconds of watching on the stream. She carrying great sworded with a double swipe from halfway across the arena.
Oh, great.
And I was actually doing pretty good against her.
Yeah, you just rested at a grace on stream.
In the studio, it just showed.
You're going in.
Her
You're
killing
just
me.
right outside of the boss room right now.
Yeah, so you already missed it then, if you didn't see it.
Needle Knight Lita, huh?
Yeah, that's who we talked to get into the DLC.
Yeah. Found another, two other NPCs. One of which you found too, because they were outside of the.
The crosses.
Yeah, and then there was
And the
another
merchant.
one. There was another one that I found over on the eastern side of the map called Theolier. Sells a
Okay.
lot of poison shit.
Yeah, there was a merchant right next to the guy with the cross, too.
Oh, was
Or
there?
at the
What
cross.
was that?
Yeah, he...
I did not.
You nasty hoe.
The imps have over 2,000 health. The imps.
Well, I've hit her for 4,000, and that's about a tenth of her life. So 40,000 HP.
I really think things are a little overtuned. It wouldn't be so bad. Oh, that stupid cannon at the guy. It wouldn't be so bad if it just feels like you do no damage at all. I know they have a lot of health, but
Whoa. Okay, you gotta watch again and see how far this one was away. And it still hit me. Here it comes. I back all the way off. There's this sword. First one misses me. Look at the second one.
I'm watching. You just walked in the boss room.
Oh, you're on quite a delay then.
I mean, the fight's actually going pretty good.
Uh-huh. And I'm keeping my distance as a caster. And then watch that sword swing. She hit me from a mile away. My rock sling doesn't go that far.
Whoa, that's a huge carry. Whoa! That's
Not
a
cool.
gnarly carrying greatsword.
Yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 deaths. Yeah, that was insane. It says there's 6 people in here. I know 2 of us are probably me and you. But nobody else is talking. Figuring Jaffo's drawing. Or working.
Well, if it was Smokey, he probably would have said something.
Oh, Smokey would have been talking, yeah.
Okay, that spell is evil.
Which one?
So there's a necromancer or something down here. It's a symbol of death when they cast a spell.
Yeah.
And it shoots out like a crystal. And other little crystals are shooting off of that one, ricocheting around.
Got her to
Okay, this place-
50%, and that stupid greatsword
Wow!
got me from
I just saw
across the
another
room
one.
again.
Yeah, I just saw one that just happened. It's like it looks like you just caught like the outer edge of it.
I'm not sure what the outer edge is because I'm so far away. There's no reason I should be getting hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Jack o'
coming back
Lantern
to
is
this
still
catacomb.
Jack-o'-lantern is still lurking. He didn't actually leave. He's just getting ready for bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this catacomb because this really sucks right now.
Any summons, step in anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know Ark knew Vacation Gamers people that much.
Mm-hmm. He was a mod for him for a while.
Oh, okay. I think it'd be funny, but like Beardo said, Beardo and Jay were just like, yeah, not our call. Alright, that move is devastating. I gotta figure out a way to dodge that
Maybe you
somehow.
jumped it.
Well, the first one's vertical, the second one's horizontal.
I was thinking the horizontal one.
I couldn't roll to the side of the vertical one, or I wasn't fast enough, one or the other. Where the hell is Let Me Solo Her?
Yeah, right?
He actually started a YouTube channel. He did his final Millennia thing last, what was it, Sunday, I think? Said, not doing it anymore. That was the last one. He helped like 20 people, and then was like, alright, we're getting ready for the DLC now. Freaking legend, though.
Oh, yeah. I should be able to beat this guy. The Black Jail Knight.
Is this
Got
in
a
a
Gatling gun
catacomb?
for. No, it's in the mausoleum I was telling you about.
Okay.
It's just, that's all it is. It's just a room with him in it.
Okay.
You give up on this boss or Peter, whichever comes first. I can tell you where it is. It's not too far from. Actually, really not that far from the starting Grace.
Gets worrisome when your summons down to quarter health before the halfway point.
Yeah, I'd say so. Because I watched what your summon did the last time, and it put some work in.
Yeah, it's Lita's doing her job, and then
Well, if you got
stupid...
another weapon that's just as strong or a little stronger, what you can do is have that equipped, summon your mimic, and then switch over to the weapon like the Moonlight Greatsword like you're using.
I mean, all I have is staffs, because
No.
it's a pure caster build. The Moonlight
Right.
Greatsword is literally a caster sword. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's not meant to be used for anything else. So I don't have really anything else that's worth a crap. I mean, it would be nice if Mogwin Sacred Spear could be used, but I'd have to respec again.
Mm. Yeah, right now I'm carrying a few good weapons on me that are pretty leveled up, if not maxed out, like Morgoth's Cursed Swords at +10, the Antspear Rapiers at +25, the Sacred Relic Swords at +10, so I have options. I also have the Godslayer Greatsword at +8, but I don't have the strength to use it since I stopped using Radagon's Core Seal.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, with base game
Extra
I can deal with
damage
that.
is not something we want here.
Yeah, base game I'm okay with that extra 10% damage, fine, whatever. It feels like a Older Souls game. Here, no. No way.
Yeah, when I first came in, I had Radagons and who's the other Scar Seal? America's. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna fly.
Yeah, I don't think taking an extra 20% damage is a good idea in the deal.
Especially when the stats, I think, are just getting leveled out anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going about things as far as that goes.
All right, here comes the attack. That is huge.
Yeah. That looks like that's her big deal, is that.
Yeah, you
Other
just
than that,
gotta.
if you want, as long as you have something that can distract her, it looks like she's not too bad.
For a caster, no. I think it would be. Holy crap! Never mind. She's got more.
I do remember hearing something about people saying she had like a second phase or something like that.
Well, I pushed her to 50%, under 50%, and then she started throwing kind of like the Elden Beast blast with the sword, and they go full screen. But they were a hell of a lot faster than Elden Beasts. Like Elden Beast, you can just dive through each of them.
Too.
Yeah. She's got a bit of everything.
Although I do think, though, the quad status effect build is going to rip her up. Human. You know, she's an actual person. It's not like she's something that's immune to a lot of going to be just immune to the status effects.
Right.
Another build I got.
She's not taking frost all that much. Because the Greatsword, the Moonlight Greatsword, does frost effect.
Right. The one of the things I was looking at, another build I started working on was essentially a Blood Frost build. Mm-hmm. You get the Twin Blade right at the beginning of the game, and then you rush Eleonora's Full Blade.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a fan of it, though.
Hang on. So then you go get that Frost Gear that I was telling you about. You put that on the normal Twin Blade, make it Frost. Power stance the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
The jumping L1 hits 6 times.
Interesting.
Within 1 to 2 jump attacks, you're proccing either bleed and or frostbite.
Right.
And on top of that, Eleonora's Pole Blade also does fire damage. And what does fire damage do to frostbite once it procs?
Clears it so
It
that you
resets.
can then do it again.
Again. Yes. And on like big enemies.
That's a trick that was kind of semi-recently discovered on Grail. If you attack him with frost instead of bleed, and then have a torch with you, and then wave your torch after the frost procs,
it gets rid of the frost.
It clears
proc,
it, and then you can
again.
immediately do it again.
Does that do more damage than bleed, though?
You can do it faster.
Oh, okay.
Because you just go 1, 2, 3, whatever frost build up.
Proc. And
proc,
but getting something.
Wave the.
I'm trying to think what kind of frost stuff you can get that early in the game, though.
The Deathrite Bird.
Oh yeah.
The one in Kaled at nighttime. you can cheese it off the cliff at level 0.
Right.
And then you've got one of the Deathrite poker is one of the most ridiculous weapons in the game. You've got it
Yeah, I
at
remember
level
watching
0.
you use that. Hi, I just saw the attack you were talking about, the Elden Beast blast there.
Yeah.
That's obnoxious. No, no, you're putting good damage on her though, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her. It's just, I mean, this is technically an easier boss than the last one was. The
dragon.
lion was giving me much more trouble than this is. But that one attack, she better not be anywhere near the middle of the arena because it's going to go the full length of the arena.
Right.
And then the other one, I've just got to figure it out. You may have to burn her down before she can do it. Which, with the rock sling, it's kind of working. Oh, nice. She did the great sword against them instead of me. But now she's doing the Elden Beast attack.
Okay, so I guess that's not a health-based thing.
I'm already pretty close to 50.
Oh, okay, because on stream it's not. That's fine.
Stagger. Heal up instead of taking the damage. Yeah, we're below 50, so are my summons. I've just got to watch for the great sword to come out again. Haha, I got through it. The Elden Beast attack got through it. Down to a quarter of her life. And new attack. Twin moons.
Oh, yeah.
Triple moons.
Oh, really? I did hear about the twin moons from people who...
There were 3
got
blasts, but her name is the Twin Moon Knight. So I'm guessing that one's you've got to jump.
Could be.
Because they aren't like the regular moon. It doesn't travel towards you. They just came out and exploded. So I guess that's where she gets her name from, is the final attack. Because I was pretty damn close to getting her that time. Maybe... Well, it was under a quarter of her health. The rock sling is doing great, though.
Always been a good spell.
Yeah. I really need to get the amulet that lets it go full distance of the... There's one that, if it's 4 arrows, it lets them go further distance, but for some reason it works on spells, too. So you can go the full distance of your lock-on.
Black Jail Knight hits like a Mack truck.
This is such a cheap way of playing, though.
Yeah, what can you do, though? You are a caster.
Yeah, I mean, it's a valid style, but it's... Against quite a few of the bosses, this is the easy mode. You don't have to get in there and learn how to dodge.
That's what sucks about the fight I'm working on, is I can't summon.
Spencer, you don't have enough anime babes. Alright. We're at a third. So the twin moon should come out soon. I would love to get the stagger right as it's supposed to come out and then burn down before it can do it. Because the rock slings have been staggering her quite a bit. Nope, there's the moons. Jump worked. Survived it.
Okay.
And she's going Elden Beast on me. And now phalanx. 10 phalanxes. Alright, Lita, Get her attention, please. Oh, my summon's gonna freaking die. Mimic Tear's already dead. Summon's almost dead. Summon's dead. Maybe a fifth of her life left. What is faster than Rock Sling that I can throw at her? Night Comet. Nope. Couldn't get away. Lock-on is good, but have you considered a gun? Yeah. A gun would make this a lot easier, Spencer.
I'll take an armored core.
That was close. I'm so close to beating this boss. And that's 2 of the major bosses down from what we've seen. Alright. Do I stick with
One thing
Rock
that
Sling?
frustrates me is when you're fighting a boss and you're like, you know you can get him, and it's just like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, they just changed tactics right there at the end.
Yeah. This guy just hits like a Mack truck.
Well, that hurt. Oh, at least 3 more counters on my death count. Alright, I'm gonna hit her with Renala's Moon first, so that she's more susceptible to magic damage. I've got to keep the summons alive. I can't let her take out the summons, because I don't have enough time to do anything when she focuses on me. Alright. Yep. Great sword got me that time. Death counter. 91. Nature is so stupid. This bird. Just go outside. You know what, though? It's going to be very hard to get through any of these fights without the summons. I mean, people are going to have to be doing a lot of studying before these fights get taken out without the summons.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, survived the greatsword. Got the stagger and the punish. The punish was only 2,500 hit points.
Alright, you're down, you pain in my ass. What did I get on this?
Now she's doing a fire attack. Like Sword of Night and Flame.
Oh!
She just activated a fire sword.
Yeah, that's why I made the comment. She went all punk.
I didn't notice the fire before. I thought you were talking about the moveset. Just the spinning, whirling crap.
Okay, so beating the guy I just beat
Uh-huh.
gave me a weapon and an armor set.
Anything usable?
The weapon is the Great Sword of Solitude,
So
and it's got a
crap for
unique
me.
skill on it, the Solitary Moon Slash.
Hmm.
Sharply slash downward using the Great Sword, shooting forward in arc of light. Strong attack allows for an advancing follow-up.
So essentially a melee version of the Moonblade.
Yeah, kind of. And 27 strength, 13 dex.
That's pretty low.
Mm-hmm. And the armor set I got was the Solitude set. Oh. Oh, seems better than the Mallet set. Look at that stuff. Oh yeah, it's a heavy set, so that explains that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty good armor set.
Spencer, when are you going to start quoting me in articles? I say great things on every stream, yet I never see Spencer quote me.
You do say some pretty good shit. I'll give you that.
Except tonight. Tonight I was checked out. But it was also like, are we really surprised that... When will you start quoting me in your articles? I'm an asset. Use me, Spencer. But were we really surprised that
What came about at Disney came out about Disney?
yeah, I mean it's every major corporation in America. Why are we pretending to be surprised about what's happening at Disney?
Yeah.
I mean, I left the company 5 years ago because there was absolutely no chance for advancement. Every single person that you saw go into management was not somebody who looked like me. Didn't matter what the level of, how long you had been around, what level of expertise you had. It was,
Right,
nope.
yeah.
The people in management are not going to be that.
Yeah, with my company, it's not too bad. You know, like I could get a wow, she just blitzed you on my screen.
Yeah, Spencer, I get that it's nice to have the confirmation. It's just, at the same time, we did basically a whole stream about it, and it's like, okay, yeah.
If anything,
but we
it's
all
not
knew
so much
this.
confirmation for us. It's more confirmation for more normies.
You hope. But
Well,
how many
right.
of them are going to see James O'Keefe?
Depends on if anybody else picks up on it.
Nobody else is going to pick on it. It'll be the random
Actually,
people
you know what I
on
think is gonna
Facebook
happen?
that, you know, post it on Facebook, and everybody's like, well, what is this?
I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to discredit him over it. Like
Yeah,
they've
they'll
been trying
say it
to
was
do
deceptively edited and a cheap fake.
And the more intelligent of the normies will sit there and go, no, Disney's been kind of shitty lately. Let me go and see what this is about. I go, oh.
Haha, I dodged both of the carrying great swords that time. I'm getting it down. And then I
Yeah.
got killed by just random attacks.
So you've beaten one of the main bosses and you're working on one of the second ones. And I've killed two of the secondary bosses.
And I killed the cave boss. So did you. You killed the one that we did in that cave, right?
Oh yeah, so I've done 3 secondary bosses. Yeah, I've done 2 cave bosses and a mausoleum. And evidently there's probably going to be 4 mausoleums because it's like Western, you know, Western Solitude Mausoleum.
The compass
like
points.
that. Yeah. So I know there's at least 2 more areas. Because there's an area to the south that's almost looks like a red swamp, and there was another area that they showed off, at least in trailers, where it's another field like this. It almost looks like, people are saying it reminds them of the Land of Reeds.
Yeah, well, I mean, he said it would be the size of Limgrave, and Miyazaki is typically
He is known for
way
all his
underestimating everything.
And now is it Limgrave and the Weeping Peninsula? You know, I mean, but yeah, even without that, Limgrave is still huge.
But it also depends on how much you stuffed things into that size.
Yeah, and Limgrave was also very heavily loaded.
Even though I spent...
now your summon decides it's going to break out as your freaking comet.
Yeah. I spend maybe 15, 20 minutes in Limgrave, though, at this point. I mean, it's huge, but there's nothing in it you need.
No.
For most builds.
The only thing that I'll do is obviously getting the wondrous, the flask of wondrous physic.
Yep. Go to America's
doing that.
Third Church and yeah.
Sometimes I'll tend to do the Hate's Keep or Hate's Fortress, whatever it is. That's to the south of the Third Church.
Yeah.
Just because you get, at the end of that quest chain, you get an ancient song. And it takes, what, 5 minutes to clear that place out?
I don't do any of the quest chains.
Unless
I'm doing a sorcerer, then I do Ronnie's. So that I can get the Moonlight Blade.
Oh, I always do Ronnie's anyways, just for the experience. Not the experience of doing it, but the actual levels and whatnot.
See, I've just gotten so used to power
and there's
leveling.
also a whetstone that you need that you don't need, but like for the build I'm working on, I need it. It's the I forgot what it's called, but I think it's like the black whetstone or something like that. That's how you imbue blood.
See, I could probably be so much stronger if I used all the things in the game.
Yeah.
But the way I play it, it's rush to super powered, and that may change now with the DLC.
Yeah. What I'll have to do is I'll have to send you. I found this one channel. This guy's name is like Nizer GG or something like that.
Yeah.
Does a lot of gaming content. He's got a lot of builds, and that's where I pulled a couple of builds that I've been using. Like that Blood Frost with the Twin Blades. That's where I found out about the 4 status effect build.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one I didn't know about.
Like, there's another one that he does. He calls it the Reaper build, and you have to farm for the weapon. But I started doing it in Convergence, and it wasn't too bad. You have to kill the skeletons that have the sides, and try to get them to drop the scythe. And you need like 2 of them.
Yeah.
But on the main hand one, you put Loretta's Slash on it.
Okay.
It's pretty vicious. Because it's got pretty good stagger potential. It's got bleed on it, and yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good build. He's got a couple other ones too that are violently disgusting.
Exactly, Spencer. Snopes needs more context. Ow. Well, I survived the Great Blade. My summons are damn near dead, but we're only at 25%, so I think I'm screwed. Stagger her. Staggered. How many shots can I get off? Moons. Jump, jump, jump. Got it. It's just like Mike Tyson. The bald bull. She did the moons again.
Believe it or
She
not,
is
even
pissed.
I bet. Believe it or not, all these years later, I still have problems with ball pull. Getting that.
So do I. Not on the first fight, but on the second fight.
Yeah.
Which is the only one you really need it for. Because the first fight you can get him before there's a bull charge.
Yeah, same thing with Piston Honda the second go around. Sometimes he'll throw me off.
I hate Piston Honda in the second. There was a time where I had it so memorized it was not a problem, but...
Did you ever play the arcade versions of Punch-Out?
Yeah, remember, I've got that arcade in my garage.
Oh, yeah.
I've played...
That's just one I've mentioned to people.
Pretty much
like, wait,
every arcade
version?
Yeah.
Like,
remember
they were in the arcade
remember the
before.
announcement from the game? Mighty Blow, Mighty Blow.
Mighty Blow, yep.
It was a completely different game though, and played like
Yeah,
crap.
no. It was very similar in the sense that they had tells, but in the arcade versions, their eyes would turn yellow. And
Yeah,
that wasn't
but
always easy to see, and it wasn't like you were dealing with a stick or a pad. It was like 5 buttons.
the arcade was not as pattern based. It was made to take your quarters.
Oh yeah, well that's every arcade game.
Yeah, but that's quite a bit different from the NES version, which you could go through without getting hit. I mean, there's people that go through it now blindfolded.
Yeah. They can do it off audio.
They can do it from audio cues only.
I mean, I'm not bad at games, but I'm not autistic either when it comes to it.
I'm not gonna try to be either.
No, you see people like beat Dark Souls with a Guitar Hero controller.
Yeah. Congratulations, but what's the point?
And how? Why?
Yeah. I mean, it's, I guess, to say I did it, but
Yes.
I don't have that kind of time.
I don't have that kind of patience. Like, the difficulty spike for the DLC is already worn a little thin. I will endure and I will go through it all, but it's like...
Oh, I was pissed earlier in the first stream, and that was only like a 2.5 hour stream.
Yeah.
Which is about where we're at now.
Yeah.
Alright. Moon, moon, moon. Dodged it all. But she did it a hell of a lot earlier. And she got me with the Elden Beast attack. I keep getting so close.
Yeah, the what I'm watching now, she just did
This
the
one
moon a
wasn't
second
as
time.
good. But I've got the attacks pretty much down now. I mean, the moons aren't gonna screw me up at all. It's jump, jump, pause, jump. So the moons aren't a problem.
Yeah,
That
she reminds me a lot of Pontiff from Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, except I never took more than 2 or 3 attempts at him.
Oh,
But-
first time I went through that game, he pushed my shit in for hours.
But the other
Then
part
again,
of
the
that...
build I was going through Dark Souls 3 with the first time through, I have no idea why I did this, but I did it, and I did beat the game, but I went through with a luck build. And I don't know if this is something that Brahma's never said, but I wonder if luck also affects your iframes a little bit in that game.
Yeah. It
'Cause
does
there were
in 2,
some-
I don't know about 3.
There was no luck stat in 2. That was adaptability.
No?
but-
Okay, then
no.
maybe it is 3 that it is.
Because there were some dodges I had, and I can remember this clearly, like... And I've also gotten them in other games, so it could have just been I just timed the dodge at just a perfect time where not only did I dodge it, the dodge looked cool at the same time.
No, in 2 it was adept.
Adaptability, yeah.
Yeah.
Which gave you, as that went up, it gave you agility, which added iframes.
Right. Which,
And also the speed in which you use your items, like your S's.
Mhm.
I mean, I've also, like I said, I've gotten dodges like that in other FromSoft games. The key one being Bloodborne. Those nice, sweet, crispy dodges where it's like, oh yeah, you can see the edge of the blade whip right across the front of your face.
Yep. Damn it. I probably shouldn't have had the cigarette in my other hand and been ready to dodge, because I was just casting away.
I remember way back in the day when I was still main tank raid lead, sitting there playing, got a beer on my desk, cigarette hanging out of my mouth. A buddy of mine stops by, he looks at me, he's like, huh?
You look like the South Park.
I just kind of looked up at him, like, with his
episode.
look on my face. He's like, things aren't going well, huh? I was like, oh, didn't have to just push the talk. I just looked up at him like, no, no, it's not. I'll be with you in a minute. And, oh. Because that was the thing too. A lot of the people I raided with, the majority of them were decent people. They were cool people.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, did they suck?
I ended up insuring half the people that raided with me.
There you go. Well, if you had this one healer.
And they still call into the office and call me by my World of Warcraft name.
Yeah, my one buddy, he would, even if he, he knows I do shit and he doesn't know me as a curative at all, he'd call me by my WoW name.
Yeah. Well, so when I was a raid leader, I had my Brahma Bull character, which was a shaman, Tauren shaman.
Yeah,
and then the one that I actually ended up raiding with, because shamans sucked so hard, was my Death Knight. So my Death Knight, it was like the day of the expansion. I was just like, okay, they're taking the leashes off. I'm going to be DK Unleashed. Death Knight Unleashed. So that's what I went with, and that's what they all call me still.
Gotcha.
And I'm their insurance agent.
Well, the funny thing is...
Can I talk with DK?
The coworkers are probably like, who?
Exactly. No, the wife
I mean,
knows at this point because she works for the agency too. But I mean, it's like, she's like, okay, you're one of those weirdos, huh? I need at least 5 more deaths on the count.
One of the funniest nights I remember having was raiding an axe rat. You know, at the point where we're clearing it every time we go in there, so it's more of a relaxed night.
Uh-huh.
Me and my one buddy, we've known each other since Burning Crusade, but we would fuck with each other. I don't like how we all do.
Yeah.
But me and him would just really start hammering each other. And, of course, I'd fuck with him for being a Scotsman. You know, sheep jokes, kilt jokes, all that kind of stuff. It got to the point where we had everybody in the raid just laughing so hard we wiped.
Right.
We just wiped an entire 25-man raid because people were just laughing so goddamn hard. And the people who weren't really laughing at us ended up laughing over the situation.
Yeah, Spencer. The Death Knight, I loved that class. I loved it before they changed everything about it after about 3 or 4 months, too. Because you remember, you used to, as, what was the, there was Blood, Frost, and Plague. Unholy. So if you went Plague, or Unholy, yeah. If you went Unholy, you could literally just come back to life when you died. Yeah. So there were so many 5-man dungeons that in the beginning, the Death Knight would just save the whole dungeon.
Yeah.
Because he would just come back to life. You couldn't do much. But
the ghoul was actually pretty strong. That was more or less the reason why...
It was. But then they completely took away that ability.
Yeah, that didn't last for very long. I don't even think that made it the entire expansion.
No. It made it like a month to 3 months.
Yeah, because a lot of the broken DK stuff from Wrath lasted the entire expansion, and then when Kata came along is when they got gutted pretty hard.
They hurt the blood tree too. It basically
I think
became.
They also realized
you have
that
to
they
be
should have made
unholy.
The blood should have been the tank spec from the get-go.
Yeah, but they made it to where it really wasn't all that good.
Well, that's the thing. You could tank with all 3 specs if you wanted. I had a couple unholy tanks back in the day. They were pretty good.
It's pretty hard though because you're not getting the heals that you needed. When you could go into 2 specs, that's when you were able to do unholy.
Yeah, during Wrath.
You would take some of the blood. Yeah.
Or actually, that's how you take some of the frost too, because there's a couple defensive stuff things really early in that trade.
When they locked you into things, that's when it kind of got crappy.
Crazy what they're doing now in some ways, because now after Cataclysm they got rid of talent. Well, you played during Mom, you said, so you remember the pick system we were doing.
I played it for like 2 weeks just to get the max level, and then was gone again.
But you remember how they had that pick 3 system?
Yeah.
Not pick 3, but pick 1 out of the 3 every 15 levels. Well, they did that all the way up until Shadowlands. The current expansion, they went back to talent trees. You now have 2 talent trees. There is a class talent tree, and there's a spec talent tree.
Yeah.
And I'll give them credit, they're not as unoriginal as the original talent tree. It's like, oh, this spell gets an extra 5% damage. Yay?
Right.
And that's fine if you, for 1 or 2 spells, but that you do something like that 4 or 5 times throughout a talent tree for filler. You need to do some thinking.
Get her off me.
But you can put together some really just awful builds. And when I say awful, I mean, oh, wow, that's brutal.
Yeah.
You know, they give you enough talent points. With the level squish, they squished it back down to like level 80 for the current expansion.
Damn it. I want this boss dead before I go to bed, and I'm going to bed in 12 minutes, regardless. 15 minutes, whatever. That'll be 2 a.m. It's one of those things where I've fought her so many times that I know if I just go to bed, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll take her on, you know, attempt 1 through 3. It'll be like automatic. But she's driving me freaking nuts right now. Because suddenly she thinks she should be attacking me instead of
The summons.
the summons.
Yeah, I'd give him a couple. I wouldn't jump in on the attacks right away.
No, I'm running after summoning the mimic here. But then I've got to stay so far away because of that stupid great sword attack. But I've also got to keep them alive. Summon actually summon the moon. Lowering magic defense. Alright, great sword attack, great sword attack. Dodged them both. But the summons are so jacked already.
I still think it'd be entertaining to have our own personal WoW server.
Yeah, I just don't know that I ever want to really play it again like that.
Well, that's the thing about us running it, is everything's set to how we want it. You don't have to worry about grinding for gold. We can set the XP rates where we want them.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting at a group, because at least with the one setup I would use, everything's scalable down to a single person. So it's like, you've got sometime you want to run a couple dungeons, you can, without other people being around.
Yeah.
I mean, as of this point, like the guy who's working on it, still working on it. Wow, I can't believe you lived through that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay,
didn't.
nope, you're still going. And she's, oh, you got so lucky right there with what I just saw. She clipped you with that two-sword hit, and you had like a fraction of health left. Dodged the next couple of attacks, and then something staggered her, and you were able to back off into the field.
Oh, you're way back there. That's like 6 attempts ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. But that was... it's like, oh, you're dead. Oh, no, you're dead. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that was the one that I said, I got pretty lucky there. But
yeah, probably, yeah.
All right.
But like I was saying, everything's scalable to where we want it.
Yeah.
Like, since there's no economy because it would be just us, it's like, okay, everybody has enough gold to start for their skills, for their mounts, for riding, flying, all that. So there's no worry about it.
Yeah, and I just don't know that I'm ever going to go back to that portion of my life, honestly. Yeah. It was great while it lasted, but it was just... I mean, at
The
the
other thing
same
I've
time, it
noticed
took
too is
up
because
so
I'm not
much
paying
time.
a sub for it,
Yeah.
I don't feel obligated to have to play it.
Right.
You know, so it's one of those things I can pick up, fuck around with for a little while, and be happy with it. I mean, and like I said, everything's scalable. XP rates, reputation rates,
Yeah.
and I abused the reputation thing because I did the encourage chain for the gate,
Yeah.
and there's a part where the rep is just retarded. You have to get. I was like, yeah, no, I'm just setting rep to times 10.
Yeah. That would be nice. Hold on for
You
me
know,
just a moment. I've got to be right back.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I really can't believe that after getting her down to quarter health or less a few times that I can't get this done. I can even dodge most of her stronger attacks. It's the weak ones that are giving me trouble now when she decides to focus.
Right.
Which seems to be a lot more often. This attempt has a chance. Yeah, if the first moon gets you, they all get you. There's no recovery from it. No, you're bouncing in the air.
Oh, okay.
You just bounce down onto the next blast and then the next blast. So if you don't dodge the first moon, you're screwed. And I had that. One summon was going to go down, but there was still plenty of life in the other one. That's annoying.
Ooh. Okay. But you know what else I haven't seen any of? The scarabs.
Nope. I haven't seen any either. But I've been mostly in dungeons, not exploring.
Oh, I've pretty much got the whole outer world of the starting area, I think.
Mapped out.
Pretty, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple other things I've missed. I haven't gotten everywhere. Dead end.
Yeah, I've gotten too laser focused on the bosses that I've run into.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
like,
I'm
nope,
finally
I'm gonna take 'em.
now going back into the one. You son of a. Back to the tower settlement.
Yeah.
I just got grabbed by a bug person from around the corner.
Yeah.
Come through a door and he was waiting for me. Those are fun. I didn't like those in Dark Souls 2, and I don't like them now.
At least they're not shooting toxic at you.
Oh god. No, instead of toxic, it's now rot.
Yeah.
That's an interesting intelligence.
Bullsh. Just all of a sudden decides to focus on me from halfway across the room. Comes and does
Yeah,
two
it's always
attacks.
fun when that happens.
Yeah, she was down to a fifth at best with everybody alive, and I was at almost full life. I was just trying to take another mana pot. That one pissed me off. Yep, Jaffo, it was close. Should have been.
Oh, okay. So you know what I just saw? Those shades with the pots on their heads.
Yeah.
They'll disappear.
If you don't kill them quick enough.
Yeah. So I came across one that's in the tower settlement that's right near one of those, I guess, omens, but he has a great sword.
Yeah.
And I'm dealing with the omen, and the
On
guy
like a covered
ran away and
bridge?
disappeared. I was like, oh, okay. I
Is
kinda
it
see what
like
I
a
have to do
covered
there.
bridge area, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right by the boss, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, depending on how much you run around things instead of engaging.
I run around quite a bit.
It's pretty close. All right, last drink. It's 2 o'clock.
Ooh.
We've got as many attempts as this drink lasts. And then I'm going to sleep pretty soundly because of the drink.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I might try my strength baseball and see how that works.
Kind of want to get my melee character over here too. Since I've killed the boss, killed the first boss with the melee character. It'd be nice to do a few attempts with this one with him too. I swear the rock is just missing every time now.
I did have another weapon drop too.
Yeah.
The current sword that first Omen's using in the Power Settlement.
Okay. So some of it is actual percentage drops.
Yeah. There's a guy out there who goes by the name of Rusty that does a bunch of he actually reviewed all 206 weapons. And
Yeah.
there's quite a few, and none of them are really good. There's a few that are okay, like those sights I was mentioning.
Yeah.
But most of the drop weapons are either mediocre or terrible. And some of the drop rates are like, what is this, like rare mountain? Wow, what the fuck's wrong with this?
Damn it. So close again.
No,
In
you're
fact,
making progress.
am I? Because like the 5th attempt, I was at this point, and then it went bad, and then it's gotten better again. It's literally survive one more 30-second blast at the end,
Yeah.
and I'm good.
As long as the two summons don't get wrecked.
Yeah, I've just got to stop being greedy. Because I'm just casting away with the rock sling. But I do need to get the moon out there more often to lower the defense.
Yep, because your mimic here is also casting spells.
And I wonder if the moon, the animation for it would dodge some of the stuff. Where the hell did you come from? She did not like getting hit with the moon, apparently. Suddenly she was all up in my face. And I can semi-understand it. Chewbacca died from it. Ouch. That one went bad. I'm not sure throwing the moon at her is a good idea.
It pisses her off, huh?
Apparently.
Every time I fall for that grab from around the corner by that stupid bug.
I hate that.
It's like 3 times in a row now. I know where it is.
You know exactly where it is, but you're not paying attention, and it's just like, oh, yeah, there it is. I'm dead.
Wow, that skill it even hits hard in the DLC, which is great to see. The one from the Elden Beast sword?
Yeah. the Wave of Light or whatever. It's
Yeah, that weapon maxed out is still pretty good in this.
Yeah, I dodged the bitch. All 3 shots.
Yeah, I think we're also gonna have to determine like what's good in the DLC, because what's good in the base game may not be as good here, and vice versa.
Oh, I full on expect a brand new meta. Yeah.
And just like, you know, some things like, oh, bleed might be really strong in the base game, and it may not be in the DLC.
Yeah.
That's their way of nerfing bleed a little bit, but as soon as you go back to the base game, it's like, oh, hi. I'm just gonna carve you up with this katana and do a massive spike of damage.
Well, and that's why everything that we do here, I think it does not translate back to the base game. So all the
It does not.
upgrades.
Yeah, those upgrades
Nothing.
are only good here.
And now the fireworks are going off at 2 a.m.
Fireworks for what?
We're close enough to July 4th that morons are doing mortars at 2 a.m.
We're not
It's
that close.
every night.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm. And my pit bull
Yeah,
does
I'm sure
not
it
do
loves
well
it.
with it. That dog cannot handle loud sound for anything. His own tail hits our metal trash can, and he goes completely nuts.
Yeah. Hey, let's get... No, you... what? Okay. Fuck you. That bug that keeps grabbing me?
Mm-hmm.
I baited him out, but he decided he's going to do a 90-degree turn mid-air so he can grab me.
The first freaking moon got me because I was in the middle of a rock sling cast. Alright,
Yeah, that'll happen.
I got like 2 attempts left. 215 is my max. I've already pushed it. So I remembered something. The rock sling's good. But the Moonlight Greatswords, blast is better.
Yeah, probably a bit more range, probably hits a little harder.
No, less range, but hits a hell of a lot harder. Screw you, Jaffo, I didn't get greedy. I got stuck in a cast. No, at this point in night, I'm pretty freaking greedy. But I had some amazing dodges in that one. I dodged all 5 of the Elden Beast shots. And 3 times with the carrying greatsword thing. Uh-oh. Carrying greatsword. I was against a wall. I couldn't do anything. There's 2 more counts. We're up to 117. Do I keep the death count going for the whole DLC?
I don't know. That's up to you.
I'm kind of asking Jaffo in the chat, too. I mean, do we go by day or do we go by the DLC? Because I don't use the death counter for anything else, so it doesn't matter. I'll never need to reset it unless I choose to reset it.
Oh, well, you're a fun enemy.
No?
The Omen with the ring weapons
Yeah.
on the stairwell. He's fun.
Get better at running. Oh, screw you. Get off of me. Ruh-roh.
Jaffo says for the whole DLC, but you do have to deal
Damn
with Culture busting your balls. But at the same time, Culture has no place to talk.
Culture can't play it, so who cares? Culture can laugh all he wants about the number of times I died. He can't get through it. Yeah, I think through the whole DLC is the right way to go. It will give a true testament of how difficult it is. Slender's gonna have a world of pain because he will not use a shield. He only does two-handed dual.
I don't really use
type
shields.
stuff.
The only game I really use shields in is the first Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Other than that, either I'm using some sort of caster combo or a hybrid.
No, Slender's full dual wield. That's it.
Done. I mean, depending on what he's using for weapons.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass on these bosses.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 that I've beaten
Are not
I'm beating them with straight
bosses.
No, they're not main bosses, but I beat them with straight melee. I mean, I
Yeah.
have. Oh, so those blessings, they do the same thing that the golden seeds do. Once you hit a certain level, going from 3 to 4 requires 2 of each.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I was like, oh, okay. It looks like it's just going to be a one-to-one type
No, it's
deal.
not one
like,
for one. It'll double.
yeah,
then triple.
Like the character I'm playing now, the only offensive spells I have Rot Breath, Garang's Boulder.
I don't think he would use this spell. even as a buff.
Yeah, I mostly buff spells in this character. My strength faith is my more paladin build. But that's mostly all dragon spells.
Jeff says it was funny you're watching Culture try to play Dark Souls than Gary playing Witcher.
Yeah, I could believe
Son
that,
of
actually.
Now I'm getting frustrated and tipsy. And extremely freaking tired.
Yeah. You only do what you can.
Alright, drink down. Last attempt.
Let's see how this lion goes.
Oh, you're at the lion?
First time fighting it.
Have fun.
Yeah, well, you were able to take him down, so.
I'm not sure how to feel about that statement.
Well, that just means he can be beaten.
Oh, okay.
I trust you. I was listening into you getting stomped by him earlier. I was just sitting there at one point shaking my head. My boss was like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, a buddy of mine played the Elden Ring DLC, and he's got a boss that's just curb stomping him." He's like, "Is he good at the game?" I'm like, "Yeah, he is. It's just FromSoft DLC is infinitely harder than the base game is for."
Yeah, they're not screwing around. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's see how you do. Give us the play-by-play.
Yeah. I'm all buffed up. I got Mimic Tear out. I got the Freya chick. And dodged the first attack. And got hit with the second. I'm doing decent damage to him. Thank God for the buffs, because I probably would be dead by now. Oh, staggered him. And right now I'm using Morgoth's curve, so he's doing the lightning. Oh, no, don't run into the lightning field, jackass. Evil. Wow. Okay. You know what the attack patterns kind of remind me of? The tree spirits.
Yeah. To a degree.
Okay. Now he's doing air.
Very wavy, but the tree spirits don't hit you with everything. You can.
No.
I mean, any part of him touches you, you take damage.
Yeah. Right now I got him about to half health.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to do this. How do you like rot there, buddy? A singular rot breath does not inflict rot on him. Noted. He's now doing frost.
Yeah, then I'll go to wind, then back to lightning.
He already did the wind. He's done both wind and lightning already.
So it's not a set pattern.
Nope. He did lightning first, then wind, then frost, and now he's back to lightning.
I hated the lightning first.
He staggered.
Wind, all you had to do was run.
He got me. He got me with his grab.
The grab is ridiculous.
Yeah, I got him down to, I'd say, about a quarter of his health.
It's about what I did on the first attempt, and then it all went to shit.
It all went to shit from there. Yeah. No, I see him as being doable.
Well, yeah.
Like I said, I'm not using that rapier setup anymore. Like I said, using Morgoth's curve sword. It's just hitting so much harder.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about, oh, this thing's immune to status effects or really resistant to them.
All right, last attempt of the night. Seriously, this time.
Yeah, we'll have to compare some notes tomorrow. I can tell you where a few things are. And as far as like last week went, no, I don't mind that what is it, Birchwood, whatever it is, that animated show.
Yeah.
Not
Mr.
bad. I
Bir-
thought it was funny.
Mr.
It's just the art style drives me insane.
Yeah, it's very Family Guy-ish.
It's a cross between Family Guy and that Cal art style. It leans more towards the Family Guy side of things.
Yeah, but Corolla made it pretty freaking funny.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. There's definitely some. Yeah, and it's not real political either.
Kind of.
It is and it isn't.
In ways. But, yeah, we finished the season Friday.
Nice.
Cross 50. And the Mimic here, I think, is dead. Nope, still alive. Third of the life left. The moon should be coming out soon. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, the freaking moron summons cannot dodge it. Grab his attention, her attention, whatever it is. Son of a bitch. They're both dead. I'm dead. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Spencer and Jaffo, who were the most recent that still commented, and there's still one more mystery guest out there, because I know me and Imp are watching. But thank you for hanging out. We will continue this tomorrow. 12 o'clock Mountain, I think, is when I'm trying to get it up and going with my half day off. And I guess we'll continue attempts on this boss until I get this freaking boss. I bet it'll be within 3 to 5 tomorrow. So, hope everybody has a great night. Those of you who are working, I think, Jaffo, you're probably working right now, right? Hope you have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Have a good one, folks.
Take it easy, everybody. Oh, it's Matt.